Go for it.
So, Martin, welcome back.
Thank you.
Another season of Bucks Super Rugby is upon us. But we'll just go back to last season because it's fun for you to talk about.
Yeah.
That final, just talk us through all the emotions.
I think the overarching emotion is of pride and really pleased for the players in terms of what they achieved, not just on the day in the final, but across the course of the season. And any final is the culmination of a season's hard work. I think we did 42 weeks last year, so that 42 weeks of hard work pays off on that 180 minutes performance.
But obviously this year's a completely new season, fresh slate. Every team is looking for the exact same thing.
Yep.
But for you, is it all about that league or is it that cup as well?
I think it's really an interesting one. I think for a league, you've got to be good across 18 games. So it's a real marker of who's the best team across university rugby. And then the cup is at that pinnacle of the season. So to be able to do both for any team, I know it's only been done once by Hartpury in the past, it is an ultimate achievement. For that league being good home and away in all the fixtures is a huge, huge task. And obviously doing that 2 years ago was a real challenge across the whole season because you've got to be good across different weather conditions, different environments. And then, whereas the cup, it is bang, 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 quarter-final, semi-final, final. So it's that real sprint at the end of the marathon.
As we know at Loughborough, it's not just rugby that is the important sport. All sports are important. They want to win everything.
Yeah.
But for you, what's your ambition this year? Expectation?
I think, as you mentioned, Bucks at Loughborough are synonymous with each other. So being Bucks champions 43 years running is a huge achievement for the university. Our ambitions are to do similar to what we did last year. Look, we want to be at the top of the university tree in all sports, and rugby is just one of those.
And you said to me off camera that you've been on pre-season for 5 weeks now.
Yeah.
Long time, but obviously a good amount of time for you to get ready for this season.
Yeah, look, it's vitally important. The key things for us in pre-season, you're integrating new players, whether they're players coming up through the club, who may be in the seconds and thirds last season, and new guys coming in, new incoming first year. So it's a really important part of our programme to integrate players into our group. And from a conditioning point of view, I think you saw in the final last year, the exciting bit at the end, 4.5 minutes of us defending, Exeter attacking. Conditioning is a huge part of what we do. So to get that basis in pre-season stand us in good stead throughout the year as well.
Speaking of players as well, obviously Loughborough do have a big player pool, and you have throughout the whole pre-season. How are you trying to integrate them in though? Because obviously it's tough with 65 players that you've got to whittle them down.
Yeah, look, it's tough, but players will play throughout the season. I think 52 players played Bucks Super Rugby for us last year. We're blessed to have a National League programme as well, so 2 first teams in a week. So we give first team rugby to about 75 players in a year. So it's really good in that respect for player development. The key is to integrate them across. Look, we do the same things, everyone trains together, so it's really important that it's really seamless.
So I'm going to push you for some names now, as we always do.
Of course.
So you've been here 5 weeks, but who are the sort of standout names that we can look out for?
Yeah, I think the really big things for us is that integration from National League to Bucks Super Rugby. So someone like Sam Bryan, who did outstandingly well in National League Rugby last year, will step up into Bucks Super Rugby at scrum half. Similarly, Kieran Gilmore was out with an injury all last season, has come back, worked really hard to come back from an ACL injury, again at scrum half. Guys like Ed Harvey in the back row from last season, and Theo Mayle as well in the back row. Both guys who played a lot of National League Rugby and some Bucks Super Rugby, but I think will be people to look out for this year.
Any exciting freshers yet?
Yeah, there's certainly a few. Showing a hand, the guy Henry Bonetti, hooker. In fact, a couple of hookers, Ralphie Willett and Matt Sell as well. So some really exciting talent to blend in with that experience that we've got as well.
So as we know, obviously last season, Exeter did run away with the league. They are the ones to beat from that 18 perspective at this moment in time. How are you going to catch them?
I think every season's new, so everyone starts that clean slate on the first week in September, so no one's run away with it yet, no one's there to catch. I think the key bit for us is you concentrate on yourself, you look at what you do well and you try and develop that week on week on week. And being the beauty of Bucks Super Rugby is every game week on week is challenging, so to have that challenge week on week, you've got to be good every week to win. You can't be up and down in your performances. You've got to be consistent week on week. And I think, in my experience, that's the most important thing. Okay, putting a performance out week on week.
Well, good luck with the season.
Thank you.
I hope to see you soon.
Pleasure. Thank you very much.